In our previous video, we have seen how data engineering came into the picture from year 1979 to 2026. We have also seen from 1980 to 2000 what the period was called as data warehouse, SQL, RDBMS, IEEE, MapReduce paper, Apache, Hadoop, when they came into the picture, the first public cloud, and how data engineering is going nowadays. So in continuation to that second video, let's get started from our new topic, that is data engineering versus data science. Okay. So before you jump into this topic, I wanted to, like most of the people don't know what is different between a data science and a data engineer kind of a person. Okay. Most of the time you have seen any data scientist is doing the work of data scientist. That is not acceptable at all, but it is there in our industry. So let me define it very quick to you. So basically, if I talk about the data engineering, okay, so it is a upstream for data science people. What do I mean by upstream? Okay, if I tell you about these upstream, basically data come from a certain kind of source. Okay, so if data is coming from a source can be a flat file. Okay, it can be a database as well. It can be Kafka. It can be Avro topics of Kafka. Okay, and it can be a Excel file. Okay, or it can be CSV file as well. It can be a JSON file as well. Any API response basically. Okay. All these kind of files basically we ingest into our system. Who ingest them? Data engineers. Okay. Data engineers. What they do is they first of all ingest these all kind of things to them. Okay. Then they transform the data, they enrich it. If something is missing, basically they create the data for that as well. Then they, then they create a staging table. Then they create a final table as well. And over this staging and final, they create something very important, that is aggregate. Okay. And something we call as views. Okay. If you are from SQL background, you might be knowing what I am talking about, views in SQL, aggregate and views. If you are not, that is my job. We will learn what about I was talking about here, aggregate and views. Just write into your notes. Okay. I will be talking about this. So this all thing comes under the data engineering field. Okay. And data engineer is responsible for performing all of these tasks. And now this is this will be picked by someone else. There will be a definite team for it. Okay. And you might be getting the idea where I'm going now. This basically is a upstream. Whole data engineering is upstream for data science people. Data science. So who are basically these data science people? They are analytical people. Okay, basically who work over Power BI or Informatica 360. They create dashboards for stakeholders. Okay, they can be machine learning developers, they can be AI developers, they can be Gen AI developer. Okay, these fields are growing rapidly in our industry. So we serve as a data engineer, we serve everything to our data engineer, analytics, machine learning, AI, Gen AI, everything. So this is how we are upstream for them. We consume the source. We don't tell them how we are ingesting, how we are transforming, how we are enriching. This is something which is abstract to them. We develop this inside our architect framework. Okay. So this is where data science and analytical people fit into the picture. And that is where data engineering is basically fitting into the picture. So if you are thinking you are on the right direction, please continue with the video. Definitely, we are going to talk about machine learning, AI, basically machine learning, because that is my area of interest as well. As a ETL developer, I have made a transition towards the data engineers, and now the transition will be more towards the machine learning engineer. So I will sharing the complete journey and how I am doing to achieve all these goals will be shared with you as well. Okay. So coming back to our video, so definitely you know what is data engineer now. So what are the skill that is non-negotiable? Security. Why security? Security is required because you are going to deal with people's data. If you are working over a PFS domain, basically a bank domain, okay, you are going to get real money data. You can't just let people show every kind of data to anyone. Just imagine you are doing a transition and you have just buy a pen and copy and you have made a UPI transition. This UPI transition detail has came to your system and can you show that? You can't show that, right? What is the bank number from the money it was deducted? What is the phone number of that guy? You can't tell each and everything, right? So that is where the security come into the picture. This is non-negotiable. Okay. Data management. Data management is something I believe average one has to learn from basically a junior developer, even the intern toward the TL. Basically, I have seen till TL people are into the technical things. Since after the manager, people usually drop their technical skills because management is something they have to do. I have seen that. Basically, let me know your thoughts over this. And when data management come into the picture, architecture will come into the picture. Architecting of the complete project, how data will come, data will set, data will, which table we are going to use, how table we are going to create. Will it be a managed table or it will be a external table? It will be residing in our S3 bucket. How we are going to, you know, store our previous year data, previous to previous year data, how much year of data we are going to store, everything come into the picture. So this is non-negotiable. Then data ops. Data ops is something I will say you should learn because some people are doing it. Some people who know that have the added advantage in the industry. Okay. Then software engineering, that is also non-negotiable. You should know Java and Python. Okay. So if you don't know anything about this, so as I have said in my initial video, everything is from scratch. Okay. You don't have to like search over the internet how I will learn Java, how I will learn Python. No, I am sitting here. Your boy is here. I will teach you what need to be done. Okay. Now I have told over the skills now who all people can make a transition and for who all people it will be a easy transition. Basically, if you are from a software engineering background or you are a database admin, okay, or if you are an analytical team, you are an analytical guy, basically work over Power BI or something. Basically, anyone who has seen SQL or work over SQL in his daily work, it will be a piece of cake for you guys. As how I can say that because I was a ETL developer, I have made a transition towards the data engineering, and I will tell you what need to be done to become a data engineer. Okay, so people from these background can easily switch, and if you are not from these particular background which are written over the screen, right? So just you have to give your 1 to 2 month extra from these guys. You can also come into a picture. Basically, the idea is whoever is from computer science engineering background or who had even worked over this as 1 to 2 to 3 years can come into the data engineering domain. Okay, even people I have seen from 10-year experience are coming into this domain, and it is very easy. That is not a very tough. Okay, most of the time you have to answer the why data is looking like this. So if you are able to give this answer to your stakeholder, you are a proper data engineer. Okay. So if I divide this data engineering field into two categories, right? To find this why is data looking like this? So I can define the data engineering into two kind of thing, basically. Okay. The first one will be SQL based. Okay. I will say it as SQL heavy. I can say SQL focused, I will say. Okay. Another thing a data engineer field can be more about is, big data. Okay. Big data. And I will tell you a very interesting fact about big data into 2026. Okay. So SQL focus will majorly be on RDBMS. Okay. And it will be more often they will be using a ETL tool. Okay. Like I was a ETL developer, we used to use Ab Initio as a tool, Ab Initio. Okay. There are many more. There are many more actually in the market. Like Informatica is there. So I don't know what you have used, but ETL is there. Then there is one more cloud platform, AWS. AWS Blue is a ETL tool. Okay, so they will use these kind of tools. But when it comes to big data, they are going to use Hadoop framework. They are going to use MapReduce. Okay, they can even use Spark, and with all of any of this framework, Flink. Okay, and Cassandra, Cassandra DB. So all of these technology will be used there, plus SQL, plus any of the programming language. Programming language, I will write it as PL. It can be anything, whatever you like. Java, okay, Python, okay, or even you can go with Scala, Scala. And nowadays people are learning Pyspark. It is in high demand, Pyspark developer. So it is nothing but a mixture of Python and SQL, and it is very, very easy. You don't have to worry about that. I will be teaching you the PySpark as well. And if you want to go with Java as well, you can check out the other videos in my channel. I am from Java Like I personally feel Java is very good. Even China is now doing a research over that, that Python is making their models slow. So they are converting all the code base from Python to Java. They are basically migrating from Python to Java. And in future might be C++ is a C is the fastest language. So they will even go to that language with this. So it is evolving stage. So you should know about this. Okay. So the interesting fact about the data, big data, which I was about to tell you. Okay. So gradually you have seen that you might be seeing that job posts are not coming with name of big data. Okay. So big data engineer nowadays are called as a data engineer itself. There is no differentiation because data is has grown so big that data engineer itself are called as a big data engineers. So if you are a data engineer, you are a big data engineer. As simple as that. They both are equivalent term. Okay. So hopefully I have made a very clear understanding over this topic of data engineering versus data science, why we are upstream, what we do, and how we show our data. Okay. And what skill we should possess, who can come, why is the thing we have to answer as a data engineer, why data is looking like this. Two streams are there: SQL focus, big data engineer. And for this video, if you see the other side of the screen is already covered here, SQL and ETL tool. So if we cover this, so we are basically covering this SQL focus path as well. Okay, just that ETL tool will not be used, but that is okay. We are going to do ETL with the help of Spark inside this big data as well. So I'm going to create a complete picture of it and a complete roadmap for you. And if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button and please drop your lovely comments in the comment section so that I might be knowing what things I am doing wrong in telling, or if I'm not even making a video correctly, so that I can improve. So I can make a community over it, over a data engineering, and I can help more and more people coming from different background to data engineering. And it is very awesome field, guys. It is very awesome. You should check it out. Okay. Hopefully you like the video. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Okay. Meet you in the next video.